Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you will all be fine. We have successfully finished with all the present tenses, and you must have understood all the correct use of the verb with all the present tenses. So today I have started with the past tenses, and for that matter, the first tense with the past tense is simple past tense, which is also called past indefinite tense. So we have to understand what is past indefinite tense and what are the rules of this tense. We use simple past tense or past indefinite tense to talk about the things which happened in the past. If you want to make a positive sentence with past indefinite tense, so this is the main construction which you will use, like subject will be there and the past form of the verb will be there. Past form of the verb is called the second form of the verb in the sentence you will use. Like if you can see in all these examples, yesterday his medicine, you the book, she gave you the book, nice took his medicine. In all these sentences, we have used the second form of the verb. If you want to make a negative sentence with past indefinite tense, so you will have to use did with the first form of the verb. Always remember this thing that whenever we use did in a sentence, we always use the second form, sorry, we always use the first form of the verb. Most of the students, they make this mistake that with did also, they use the second form of the verb. No, we don't have to use the past form of the verb with did. Rather, we have to use first form of the verb whenever we use did in the sentence. In the positive sentence, the past form of the verb will be used, but in the negative sentence, we will use did plus first form of the verb. Then we have interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, we have did in the beginning of the sentence, and then again we have to use the first form of the verb with did in order to make the interrogative sentences with past indefinite tense. Here we have some sentences over there which we can see that we can have in the case of past indefinite tense. We went to Sandra's party and we have to change them negative and question or interrogative sentences. So in this way, we will have to change them that in the case of positive sentence, past form will be used, and in the case of negative and interrogative sentence, we will use did with the first form of the verb. Now, the main thing which is really important over here that we have to attempt the question, the correct form of the verb. So these are the signal words which are going to tell us if you find these signal words in a sentence. So it will be easy for you people just to decide which tense you have to use in the correct form of the verb. Yesterday, 2 minutes ago, in 1990, the other day, last Friday, these are all the signal words which will tell you that you have to use the past indefinite tense in the sentence. Now there are some spelling rules whenever you have to make a past form of the verb or the second form of the verb. We have some rules just to make it. If you do not follow those rules, it will be difficult for you people just to make the past form of the verb. Regular verbs are conjugated by adding ed to the first form of the verb. However, there are some exceptions to the rule. Most of the time, we simply add ed and we make past form. When a verb ends in e, we only add t. Suppose love is ending with e, so instead of adding ed, we would only add d. If the final consonant is doubled after a short stressed vowel, in this case, admit, I is here, A-D-M-I-T. I is giving a short form over here, a short vowel form over here. So in that case, T will be doubled. If the final consonant sound is doubled after a vowel, if the vowel is there, like you can see in travel, Travel. Now, E is a vowel over here. So right after vowel, the letter will be doubled. So it will be Traveled. A Y at the end of word is replaced by an I. If you have Y at the end of the word, so it will be replaced by IET. In this way, you can make it a past form. So these are a few rules in order to make the past form of the verb. Then I have prepared a few practice sentences for you people, correct use of the verb. In this way, you are going to have sentences in your exam. And the signal words will tell you that you have to change all these sentences according to the past indefinite tense. Like last weekend, an hour ago, yesterday, last week, she saw the fire. Now, the fire, this is the keyword over here, which is telling us that something has already happened in the past. Try to do all these sentences yourself, and by the end of the lecture, you are going to have the answer key. Then you have all these sentences, the negative sentences over here. In all these negative sentences, you will use did with the first form of the verb. Try to do the sentences yourself, and then you can check your answers from the answer key. Then we have some interrogative sentences. So all these interrogative sentences, they do have the keywords, and you can easily understand that you have to change them according to past indefinite tense. So it will be easy for you people just to do it yourself. Try to do the whole of the exercise yourself, and by the end of the lecture, you are going to find the answer key to all these sentences. Yes, here we come to the answer key. This is the answer key to the first exercise. You can easily see that in all these sentences, we have used the past form because they were all positive sentences. These are all the negative sentences with past indefinite tense, and we have used did not with first form of the verb. And this is the answer key to the interrogative sentences with past indefinite tense. And you can see that did is coming in the beginning of the sentence, and we are using first form of the verb. And all the sentences, they have the keyword which will be there to decide that you have to change them according to past indefinite tense. So I hope that your idea of the past indefinite tense in the case of correct use of the verb will be quite much clear by now. Okay, students, Allah Hafiz.